Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Cancer, January 14, 2023. Mars turns direct today, after retrograde motion since late October. While Mars has been retrograde, there could have been some frustration with goals or dreams not manifesting soon enough. Ideally, you go back over old ground, this time with new eyes. Studies and plans move forward in the weeks ahead. Friendships might straighten out, and emotional complications sort out, too. You're learning who is in your corner, and your desires and affections clarify. Gradually, you'll be refueling with enough energy and confidence to pursue new experiences. It's best not to expect immediate results, but have faith that slowly but surely, you'll get where you want to go. A less complicated existence is undoubtedly something to look forward to, and you can feel like you're turning a corner. Finally, after an especially volatile period that spanned many months, there is a turn in the tide. Mars retrograde, which began officially on Halloween, will now be a fading memory as our red planet returns to direct motion as of today. While we'll still be trapped in a sluggish pace until the end of March 2023, we will notice improvement going forward. Any situations, friction, or challenges that focused on sex, conflict, or communication will all be sorted out in the months to come. Face what is ahead with courage as you always do. Do not be afraid to move forward. There is so much to do, learn, and see when Venus in Aquarius sextiles Chiron in Aries. You might be ready to commit to a new adventure or experience, but something may be holding you back. Reflect on what insecurity or fear is corralling your ability to move forward with confidence. Since Mars will station direct in Gemini later today, you may feel more self-assured with exploring your options. Your Martian drive can help you network and mull over which aspirations are worth pursuing without an underlying feeling of anxiety. It is just as the Sun moves into his final 7 days in your work sector that the Moon wraps up its first visit to your work sector for the year. A friendly aspect before the Moon leaves will give you a better sense of where you are going on both the income and job fronts. A week after clashing as a full moon, this is putting the Sun and Moon back in harmony while boosting your confidence on both fronts. The planets are hinting at the idea of change. Know that unhealthy habits will not go away unless you do something to change them. The most important health habit for you is sleep. Sleep allows the organs to rest, cells to regenerate, and gives the conscious mind a break. Make quality sleep a priority. First, adore your bed. Make it your refuge of comfort. Also, get enough exercise during the day so that you are tired at bedtime. On this spontaneous day, you will find that life is going your way. You may find yourself steeped in creativity. This draws people from both near and far to you like a magnet. Although you feel a genuine desire to share yourself with others, be careful that you do not end up neglecting your important people along the way. Your active lifestyle always keeps you going. 5. However, while living in the present may give you many moments of instant gratification, investing in your long-term, substantial relationships is important, too. In a case of perfect timing, it is just hours after Mars turns direct in your friendship sector today that the Moon will return for its first visit to your communication sector for the year. This is the Moon's only visit while Venus is in your relationship sector, and after her friendly aspect to Mars earlier in the week, his direct turn today was always going to have a positive impact on all aspects of friendship and relationship building. The Moon's return to your communication sector is a chance to take full advantage of this. The Moon not only returns for its first visit to your communication sector today, but the only visit while Venus, the planet of love, is in your relationship sector. This comes just as Venus moves into her final 2 weeks, and after clashing earlier in the week, the Moon returns to put them back in harmony while making it easier to give your emotional responses and relationships a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Action planet Mars turns direct in Gemini this afternoon, ending the retrograde story that began on October 30, 2022. We could feel a bit frustrated and out of sorts as Mars begins to wind down from its planetary moonwalk. However, we're just feeling the tail end of drama that we've been dealing with for months. Our energy can now be restored and revived for the first time in a long while. You find work-related issues easy to handle, and using your alert and active mind you apply fresh impetus to projects that require concentrated team effort. You encounter very few obstacles in your personal life. Whatever you choose to focus your attention on, others are enthused by your innovative approach and appreciate the concerted effort you make. Your ability to understand any situation is good, and you're able to undertake any sort of mental task. Equally, you're communicating without any difficulty, so possible negotiations or similar conversations turn out to be successful. You also find your general level of curiosity is heightened, and you're keen to acquire knowledge and learn as much as you can. If you enjoy buying yourself something new, go ahead and do it. You have the means to do so, and it's about time you treated yourself. Your finances allow you to make a small investment, and you are sensible enough not to overspend. Get out and strut your stuff. Feeling attractive, you're easily persuaded to make the most of your looks with a visit to the hairdresser or the health club. You're amazed at the transformation. Feeling even more appealing, when you meet up with others your attractiveness shines through. You're aware how people notice you. It's not your imagination. Mid-morning, Venus in Aquarius sextiles Chiron in Aries, helping to heal our hearts. Today's interactions stimulate reminders of wounds experienced in past relationships. It may not be a romantic wound, but a platonic one. Perhaps the betrayal of a friend, or being ostracized from a social circle. Yet today, the trigger feels softer. The lessons imparted are gentler. We might find ourselves entrenched in a similar dynamic with a friend who keeps us on the outs. Yet we can see that this is not the kind of alliance we wish to have in our lives. Alternatively, it may be that we are now part of the in crowd. We can welcome someone into our sphere and thus repair some of the karmic damage we incurred in our youth. Intensify contacts to people, because they find you particularly likable right now. Plan your leisure time with family and good friends, and most importantly, make your plans together. You might feel like ringing up an old friend. The time is perfect to revive and strengthen old ties. This will make it easy for you to make new contacts and maybe even lifelong friendships. In the early afternoon, Mars stations direct after nearly 2.5 months of being retrograde. During this time, we have had to contest with stalled projects, low libidos, weakened immune systems, and an inability to achieve progress in the causes that are important to us. Finally, these issues start to fall away as Mars begins its forward march. Take a mental inventory of the past few months and note lessons learned. We may have discovered that we were putting our energy behind work initiatives or relationships that were not worth the effort. Having received a clearer picture, we can proceed in the arenas where our actions are able to make a real impact.